Welcome to Terror Depths. Top 5 scary ghost videos caught on camera. Abandoned hotel. Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan, from the YouTube channel Clip Store, sets out to explore an old abandoned hotel all by himself. The hotel sadly had to close its doors in financial ruin over 30 years ago, driving the owner of the hotel to tragically end his own life. Visitors to the abandoned structure often claim to have seen the apparition of a man, and some say they've even heard his voice. Now, while exploring the second floor of the hotel, Gachan is a bit shaken up when he hears strange noises coming from somewhere in the hallway.
誰ですか？誰かいます？次の部屋行きます。こんばんは。誰かいますか？
One of the hotel room doors slams shut all by itself. Gachan's first instinct is to make sure that no other person is with him in the hotel, and he asks several times whether someone is there. When he receives no answer, he takes a look inside the room, but no one is there. During his investigation, Gachan keeps hearing something dripping inside the hotel's elevator shaft. When he reaches the top of the building, he takes a look inside the open shaft. What happens next is downright chilling. Did you see it? Gachan looks inside the elevator shaft but doesn't find anything to explain the strange dripping noise he's been hearing. But when he walks away, his camera pans around and captures the horrifying sight of 2 legs hanging inside the top of the elevator shaft. Gachan doesn't even know what he just captured until he reviews his footage later at home. So, could it be that these pale legs belong to the spirit of the deceased owner? Or is there something else going on here? The final decision is yours. You can watch this entire 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel Clip Store. Lost in Fear. Bike rider Ethan's TikTok is dedicated to videos of his biking trips into the sand dunes and woods of Oregon. But one day, when he's 15 miles out into the woods and completely alone, he experiences something that frightens him to his core.
It's kind of creepy. Go this way. This is where most people would turn around. If you turn around, you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side.
shocked when he hears strange human-like sounds coming from the woods. He believes that the voice saying hey and help
Be missing out what's on the other side. Hello?
Ethan didn't hear strange movement in the brush that seems to be quickly moving towards him. He decides to just get out of there and is so spooked that he runs right off the path and almost ends up falling down the hill. When he posts the video to his TikTok page, he wonders if he might have had an encounter with a skinwalker or some kind of cryptid. Because you see, it's rumored that a strange creature wanders these woods, but many of his viewers just shrug it off. They say that he probably just heard a bobcat or maybe even a peacock. Now, whether it was just a bobcat, a peacock, or not, many of Ethan's viewers want to see more. They ask Ethan over and over to return to that same spot in the woods to see what happens. So finally, Ethan decides to return, but he makes the very bad decision to return late in the day as the sun is starting to set. As you might guess, it did not go well. Something happens that no one can explain.
Oh god, bones are still here. I don't like this at all. Oh god, there's even more bones than last time. It's been a few months since I filmed the last video, because honestly I've just been too scared to come up here. Definitely a lot more overgrown than last time. I'm hoping that since it's been such a long time that I don't think anything will happen this time. I think that tree is actually gone. This road's been cleared. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. Yeah, that was my cue to go. That was my cue to leave.
It's already getting dark when Ethan finds himself in the field and tries to decide which way to go next. All of a sudden, it gets really quiet, as even the crickets seem to stop chirping. Suddenly, an ominous-looking figure walks right out of the darkness of the tree line. Terrified, Ethan gets out of there as quickly as he can. So what do you think is going on here? Did Ethan find the creature that he heard months earlier? Could this be what many believe to be a skinwalker, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? The final decision is yours. Antique Nightmare. Daniel Thompson from California lives with his mother in a house completely filled with his mom's collection of antique dolls, furniture, and vintage trinkets.
Hey guys, gonna give a little tour of my place, because I guess some of you are asking about it. Hi Mom.
Hi, how are you doing?
Check out this 1930s Art Deco mannequin.
1928.
Okay, all of this vintage stuff my mom got in like France, I think. Look at these dolls. My mom just like collects dolls. Every room of this house is filled with antique. Even the bathroom.
Daniel says that his mother has been collecting antiques for as long as he can remember, and he's starting to believe that some of the items might have something supernatural attached to them. One night, when Daniel hears bizarre tapping coming from a room downstairs, he takes out his phone and begins to record.
Guys. Do you hear that? Those are the tapping noises I was talking about. Where is this coming from? It's like knocking at the door. Hello?
After the odd experience, Daniel decides to install a security camera to keep an eye on the creepy antique dollhouse. 5 days later, and this happens. Miniature furniture inside the dollhouse seemingly moves all by itself. Cut to the next night, it's 2:30 a.m., and the knocking returns. But this time it's not coming from the dollhouse. At this point, Daniel has had enough and he moves the old dollhouse into the garage with some other old collectibles. And this is when things start to get really creepy. Disturbingly, a doll's eyes seem to move on their own. Daniel begins to wonder if whatever is haunting the dollhouse might have moved into the creepy little doll. But some of Daniel's viewers on TikTok start to get a bit suspicious as to whether his clips are real.
And I am making all of this up, which I totally get. And honestly, I cannot prove to you, like, undoubtedly that it's real. I just am reporting to you guys what I am seeing.
Now, even Daniel's own mother is skeptical of his claims that something from the dollhouse might now be haunting their home. But all that changes one night when she too experiences something downright chilling.
Grandson, this is my daughter, Lady Mary Talk.
Oh, everyone's going.
You, as the rest of us, are on Riviera. But I hope you enjoy yourself.
Sure? Oh, everyone's going. Oh, really? I think you
I went over to America 10 years ago to try my luck, and I've been there ever since. Yeah. They call us the Hollywood Raj.
But you never stop playing. You know that.
Last time I was there.
As Daniel's mother is watching TV on the couch, little footsteps like those of a small child can be heard running right behind her. The sudden spooky sound startles her so much that she quickly raises up to look and is visibly freaked out because there's no one there. So, could Daniel's mother's hobby of collecting antiques for all these years be the cause of their paranormal experiences? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? The final decision is yours. If you have any video recommendations, I'd love to hear from you. Send them over to terrordepths@gmail.com and let me know what you'd like to see next. School of the Dead. Popular Japanese ghost hunters, Hiro and Tomo, from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film, set out to investigate an abandoned school that sits on top of a mountain somewhere in the countryside of Japan. The investigators don't know why the school was left abandoned, but rumors say that a student took her own life inside the school, and her tragic spirit still walks the hallways. Curious visitors have reported an alarming amount of paranormal events, including the high-pitched laughter of children and the apparitions of young boys and girls watching down from the upstairs windows. In one dark room in the basement, a long desk and chair sit creepily in the middle of the room. This room is said to be so intensely haunted that it has set previous visitors running from the property in fear. Together with their cameraman, Hiro and Tomo enter the building and soon begin to hear strange sounds and voices. After having explored the main and second floors of the school, they finally head into the basement in search of the infamous, most haunted room in the entire school, the desk room.
絶対来ない。
ちょっと待って、ゾワッとしたぞ。
鳥肌やば。
やばい。
あったんだ。てか、ちょっと変なこと言うけどさ、めっちゃ人いると思ったんだけど、なんか人がいる空気みたいな、凄まじかったんだけど今。なんだこの空間は。もう絶対これだね。これだよ。誰かがいたずらでさ、置いたとも十分考えられるようなほど、違和感は凄まじいけどね。うわ。いや本当にね、ここに入った直後の異様な誰かいるような感覚はすごかったな。ちょっと待って、めっちゃブレる写真が撮れん。
Investigator Hiro takes a few photos with his phone and thinks nothing of it. That is until he gets back to the car and looks through his photos. What he finds is truly disturbing.
今車に戻ってきて、でどうしようかってね話をしてたんだけど、でさっきも言ったけど地下のさ部屋でさ、写真を数枚撮ってたじゃないですか。結構ブレた写真とかが何枚かあってさ、何枚も撮ってたんだけど、ちょっとねわかるかな、これ最後に撮った写真なんだけどさ、机と椅子あったじゃん。
あったね。
あそこにさ誰か座ってるように見えるんだけど、
もう一回見せてもらっていい？
ちょっと待って、ちょっと明るさを変える。ほら、見えるでしょ。
見える。この黒い塊でしょ。
これこれ何？
あ、確かに座ってるね。
見えるよね。
見える。やばいね。
見えるよね。
さっき撮ったやつでしょ。
そう。ほんと黒い物体だから、なんか人には見えないんだけど。
いやでもさ、
ちょうど、
そんな風に映るものもなかった。
ないよ。だって前の写真が、ね、さっきの写真これだもんね。これはちょっとあれだね。もう一回行かないことには。椅子に座ってもないし、まだ。
これヒロ君が写真を撮ったってことはさ、これなんかヒロ君の方が今回何か引き寄せてるのかもしれない。これは。
と思うじゃん。実際そうじゃんね。
A dark shadow can be seen sitting at the desk, even though there was no one there at the time. Hiro decides that he must figure out just what he captured in his bizarre picture, so he decides to return to the school to investigate all alone. It was a very bad idea. As soon as Hiro goes back into the school, he says he feels like he's entered a horror game.
もうこんなホラーゲームだよね。
And when he gets to the second floor, his fears seem to become a reality.
さっきの机と椅子があった問題の部屋に行ってみよう。待って、今人いたよな。ちょっと待って。 いや無理でしょ。やっば。今見間違い今の。
And in a split second, a dark shape appears to be standing inside one of the rooms, but whoever or whatever it is disappears before the investigator can even blink. Hiro runs over and searches the area, but there's no one there. There's also no exit that the person could have taken from that room. Now shaken up by the ordeal, Hiro takes a deep breath and decides to get his investigation done as quickly as possible so that he can leave the spooky school. He heads straight downstairs and back into the creepy basement room from their last visit. And this is when things take an even creepier turn.
何今の音。
When Hiro takes a seat on the chair, he suddenly feels what he describes as a presence watching him from inside the basement. He hears a noise and looks, but the sound is not captured on camera. But suddenly, just then, a horrifying pale face slides out from underneath the desk. Hiro makes a run for it. And with that, the Omagatoki team has had enough, and they leave to just go home. Whether you believe Japanese paranormal encounters are real or not, the footage is most definitely very creepy, and it certainly freaked me out. But as always, I leave that up to you to decide. You can watch this entire 3-part investigation over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film. Echoes of Dread. Andrew Smith regularly sets out to explore secluded tunnels and caves in the beautiful landscape of Arizona. On one of his trips, he finds an abandoned mining cave and decides to take a look inside. What happens next is downright chilling. He eerily hears a scream followed by the chilling sound of running footsteps somewhere deep within the cave. This isn't Andrew's first cave exploration, and he actually manages to keep calm and continue his trek through the tunnels, but the sounds become increasingly more disturbing. Andrew's camera captures what sounds like several voices whispering to him. One of the voices even seems to say, "We don't know who this is." Andrew searches the tunnels, but he can find nothing to explain the ominous sounds. We don't know the history of the abandoned mine or why it was abandoned in the first place. It leaves you to wonder just what happened there and what could be the source of all these spooky noises. But as to whether it's real or not, as always, I leave that up to you to decide. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Terror Depths. Your support is everything to me. Stay spooky. See you soon.